Okay. All right, at this time, I would like to call the special board meeting to order. Clerk of the board, please call the roll.
Arancibia, Hall,
Present.
Segura,
Here.
Solis,
Present.
Tarantino,
Here.
Aguirre.
Here.
All right, we will now hold a moment of silence and the Pledge of Allegiance by our Vice President, Paula.
Ready? Place your hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. All right. For Government Code Section 54954.3, this is the point of the agenda where members of the public may address the board on any item that has been described in the notice for the special meeting before or during consideration of that item. Speakers shall be limited to 3 minutes per item. Thank you for your cooperation.
I have one speaker, Julie Walker. Yes, yes.
Hello, Board President Solis, members of the board, Dr. Aguirre. Short and sweet, I just wanted to share with you the results of our voting for tentative agreement, which closed at 11:59 last night. 997 of our members voted, and they approved the tentative agreement by 94.8%.
So, thank you.
Did they hear that?
I hope they heard that.
Did you hear
Wow,
that?
thank you. Wow.
Did you get that? Okay. Sorry, I didn't know that microphone was off.
I could use my teacher.
Oh, loud and clear.
Did you guys all hear her? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry,
Thank you.
the podium mic was off. I didn't realize until she was done.
No problem.
Sorry.
Yeah, but we heard her. We heard her.
Okay,
on the-
and you heard it on the live stream, right? Okay. All right, there's no further speakers.
Wonderful.
my
If there's
fault,
no
sorry.
further speakers, it's okay. We'll move on to our action discussion items. C1, approve, ratify comprehensive tentative agreement for the successor agreement for the 2021 to 2024 contract between the Sweetwater Union High School District and the Sweetwater Education Association, CTA, NEA, SEA. Questions or comments from the board, or do we have, Dr. Aguirre, do we have any comments or anything?
I just wanted to make a brief comment to really extend my appreciation and our gratitude to the bargaining teams on both for the SEA team and the district team. I think this tentative agreement demonstrates what can be done when there's a collaborative approach towards addressing difficult questions and challenges, and this represents what can happen when we come together to work on these issues together. And so just wanted to extend my gratitude to all the teams involved and everybody involved. And with the news that Ms. Walker just shared, our gratitude for the ratification that occurred on the teacher side.
Excellent, thank you. Mr. Segura?
You're muted, sir.
Thank you. I just want to echo those same comments that our superintendent just mentioned, and just, thank the teachers, administrators, and all our classified staff for, the incredible job they have done during our pandemic. And, from not only, closing the schools, going to remote learning, coming back in person. We turned into health centers, unfortunately, but we need to do what we got to do to be able to get students in. And our food distribution, our community, very much needed that. And I believe all these items, all the items in the agreement we came to agreement with, is really an investment in our educators and our staff, much needed. And I know they're exhausted, and it's well deserved. And what I worry about is the losing teachers. We can't afford to lose our good teachers that we have. And, with this, we're staying competitive with other districts in the area, and hopefully this will help. And I just truly appreciate the partnership with all the unions and all the leadership with our negotiation team and our board. And that's what I wanted to say. And I fully support all these items on our agenda. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Segura. Any other questions or comments from the board? Okay, with that, I too want to thank, Vice President Hall, go ahead.
I was just going to echo, thank you, President Solis. I was just going to echo Member Segura's remarks. You know, we really do have a tremendously great staff across our district at all levels. I want them to know how we really do try to stand behind them and show that appreciation both fiscally and in our behavior towards them, but also what translates from their great work is the great success of our students, right? And really keeping that on the forefront is why I believe this is a good proposal and that we need to support it. There are challenges, it's outlined in the documents, the challenges that every district will face, we will face. I think we have the leadership team with Dr. Sacco and Dr. Aguirre and General Counsel Carbucha and others that will really keep us well informed as a board going forward and help us to navigate the challenges ahead. But I'm very much appreciative about all our workers and the agreements outlined in this item. So I support it. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice President Hall. Yeah, I too wanted to agree with my colleagues. It's well deserved. I know it's been a tough couple years, and it's been tough. We wanted to find a way to make sure we compensated all our workers, all our teachers. I mean, everybody, just for all the work that has been done. And the food distributions were, I mean, amazing. Our classified staff just would work. Even though they didn't know they would get COVID, or I mean, it's just they were out there. They're brave souls for wanting to feed our kids, and the beginning stages was tough because we didn't know too much, and they were out there making sure that our kids were fed, and our teachers, you know, working hard, learning to work online and do as much as they can. I know it's not the best to teach online, but it was something. At least we got to get in touch with the kids, not the entirety of the day, but it was something. So we kept that going, and we really appreciate all that work and the collaboration with our bargaining teams is just it was a good thing to see, and we really truly appreciate it. So thank you for all that work, Mr. Tarantino.
Thank you, President Solis. I would just like to echo what my colleagues have said, and also that I'm glad that this is all behind us, and now we can move forward and concentrate on the other things that we need to concentrate on. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Right. Seeing no other comments, I'll entertain a motion or C1.
I'll make the motion to approve C1.
All right, I have a motion and a second.
Hall,
Yes.
Segura,
Yes.
Solis,
Yes.
Tarantino.
Yes.
Motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent.
Thank you. All right, we're moving on to C2. Approve, ratify comprehensive tentative agreement for the successor agreement for the 2021-2022 contract between the Sweetwater Union High School District and the Sweetwater Counseling and Guidance Association, CTA, NEA, SCGA. Questions or comments?
I'll make a motion for approval.
All right, we have a motion
I'll second that motion.
and a second.
Hall,
Yes.
Segura,
Yes.
Solis,
Yes.
Tarantino.
Yes.
Motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent.
Thank you. And I did forget to mention the counselors, but I didn't say it, but it was in my head, so I apologize for that. So yes, or the great work our counselors have been doing too. Okay, C3, approve, ratify the agreement between the Sweetwater Union High School District and the National Association of Government Employees, NAGE, and the California School Employee Association, CSEA, and its Operations Chapter 258, Office Technical and Business Services Chapter 471, and Paraprofessionals Chapter 731 regarding each association's Article 7 wages.
I'll make a motion to approve. Oh, sorry. You might have somebody wanting to make a comment, so.
Comments or questions from the board? We have a motion by Vice President Hall.
Second.
And a second.
Hall,
Yes.
Segura,
Yes.
Solis,
Yes.
Tarantino.
Yes.
Motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent.
All right, moving on to C4, approve, ratify increase in salary for confidential employees. Questions or comments from the board? All right, seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I have a motion
I'll second.
and a second.
Hall,
Yes.
Segura,
Yes.
Solis,
Yes.
Tarantino.
Yes.
Motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent.
All right, moving on to C5, presentation and discussion of salary and benefit increases for management employees.
Thank you, President. Yeah, thank you, President Solis. This one's a little bit unique. In order for this to be approved for management employees, it must go at a regularly scheduled meeting. That's why this is being brought forth as we're presenting the information to the board to make sure there's an awareness from the board and from the public. But due to that kind of statutory requirement, it'll come back at a regularly scheduled meeting. That's my very general overview. If Ms. Carbuccia would like to add anything, Ms. Carbuccia?
No, I think that's general is beautiful.
Okay, so again, this one, President Solis, is not necessarily an action item, but we wanted to make sure the board was aware and informed, as well as the public. From our perspective, this is, in essence, treating our management employees in the same manner as we treat our bargaining unit. It's our belief to be equitable and equal, to treat our management employees. They've been right out there just like all of our other employees. And so that's the thought process behind that.
Excellent, thank you. A question from Vice President Hall?
It's not really a question, just a statement. I fully support us treating all levels of our employees. We want to maintain our staff. There's challenges ahead across the nation. There's challenges in every way, but in our county, we know the cost of living is rising. It's not just rising for one, it's rising for all. That's one reason to have all of these agreements approved. But it's also key to me that we show that we appreciate everyone, because everyone has been doing tremendous work, not just the last 2 years during our COVID challenge, but even before that. There's so much that our educators and our management and our classified at every level, I can't emphasize that enough, do every day to make our students feel valued, welcomed, to educate them, to challenge them, and to encourage them daily to meet the needs of their families whenever possible, to educate the families. And our leader, it starts at every level, but I think the leadership team, the superintendent and the executive management team really have to set the tone to show what kind of a welcoming community each of our schools are, and how valued. It really has to be across the board for everyone, and I think we are showing that in these agreements. So I want to thank Dr. Aguirre, Dr. Alvarez, Dr. Sokeld, Ms. Carbuccia. You guys have done a fantastic job, and all of your team across the board has as well. So thank you for that. And I see other comments, so I won't make a motion yet. But
No motion. Thank you, Vice President Hall. Mr. Segura?
Yeah, I'll just be real quick. I wanted to echo those same sentiments of Vice President Hall, and also like to acknowledge and thank our County Board of Education for our partnership and guidance from them as we've made our way to where we are today. And I just wanted to say thank you. That was it.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments from the board?
Yeah, I wanted to apologize to everyone. I'm sorry. I got back in about 5 minutes late, and then my computer started acting up. My apologies. But yes, I'm in favor too, and I just want to say thank you to the leadership team and actually making sure that we honor the work of our employees, and I think that this is one of the things that's most important to me. It's that we honor the work and this has been 2 years like none other in the last 100 years in education. So I just wanted to say, this is one way we can acknowledge that and honor their work.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Arancibia. Seeing that there's no more comments, this is just a presentation and it'll come back to us. So with that, this meeting is adjourned.